Surprise!
Surprise, y'all.
Yes. We are adding to the crew,
Yes.
having another baby.
Yeah.
It's been a while
Definitely.
since we've had a new addition in the home, so we're extra excited.
Yeah.
And I know, man, it's been an awesome journey thus far. So
Yeah.
like,
Let's recap.
let's recap. Let's see where we're at.
Yeah, so let's do first impressions. We'll start with first impressions. And clearly I got the first impression, which was like, oh wow.
So let's do it like this. How did you tell me?
Okay, how did I tell you? So like I said, I was when I found out, initially I wanted to try and like plan an elaborate surprise for John and wait a couple days or weeks or whatever. But then I was like, no, all that I'm feeling, first of all, it's been a good 7 years. Mm-hmm. All that I'm feeling, John needs to experience it too. So I made sure it was probably like 24 hours later, I got a gift bag because John's always wanted 3 kids.
Yes.
He's always been the one that's wanted 3. I thought we were done, but John's been sending some different prayers. Anyway, so I got a gift bag. It was around, I don't remember, but I got a gift bag. I put it in there, I put some tissue on it, and I gave it. We were sitting at the dinner table, and I gave it to him. So that's how I told him. And what was your reaction?
So the way that I felt was kind of like, no, like, what is this? Like, first and foremost, it's a gift bag, so it was extremely light in weight. And so now as I popped it open and took out all the papers, I was just like, okay, what is this? Like, are you serious?
Those are your words.
I was very surprised, to say the least. And I think my biggest expression was like, hold on, what?
Yeah.
Like, and so very surprised, very excited, all in the same vein.
Yeah.
And just very just thankful is really how I felt, just knowing that we were about to embark upon the journey again.
Yes.
Bringing another wonderful blessing into our home.
So the last time we had a baby, Brielle, we were in our 4th year of marriage.
Yeah.
And so now, like, we've had some time has elapsed, and we're at our 11th year of marriage. So the question is, what changes have you experienced as it pertains to our relationship, just family dynamic, another pregnancy? How do you feel like the relationship has changed in that?
So, I mean, they always say that each pregnancy is different.
Yeah.
And I can attest to that this has been a much different pregnancy for a multitude of reasons. Okay. This is the first pregnancy and the last pregnancy of which there was like a pandemic and things that were going on.
The last pregnancy.
This was a pregnancy of where our oldest son was also making a transition from just 5th grade, about to be preparing to go to 6th grade, and our daughter Brielle is much older. So just like our entire family is at a much more mature state than what it was, obviously, given the amount of years, 7 years that will happen.
Yeah.
And so just from a family dynamic standpoint, I just have seen that our children are a lot more independent. And just in regards to you and I think that I understand what some of your unspoken expectations are.
That too, for sure.
And how your love language has changed. Can y'all believe this? Hold on one second. In this time of this pregnancy, Paige has communicated to me that washing the dishes was romantic
John,
to her.
It doesn't matter. That's not does. Whatever I say is romantic. It becomes romantic.
Okay, you're right. But that I would just say, like, that's something that we've experienced in this pregnancy. That of all the times that I think that I've taken out the trash or washed the dishes, I don't think it has ever been characterized or categorized as being romantic.
Yeah.
But all things being considered, I would say just in regards to our family dynamic and the difference between our last pregnancy and this one is just the overwhelming independence that we've seen from our children, as well as the interconnected interdependence that we have with each other, just given a lot of the experiences that we've had with the pandemic and the different things that have been going on in the world, and being able to navigate them through that. So
definitely this was a very interesting time with the whole coronavirus and going through that season, and so it's been I would say it was kind of challenging as it pertains to emotionally trying to make sure that I'm as supported as possible, just because like it's just such an uncertain, weird, strange time. So I'm grateful for John, like you mentioned. You heard a lot of my unspoken needs and unspoken support, things that I wanted. You were there for me and you helped with that. So I'm super grateful in regards to that. I do feel like the kids have been like MVPs in this. The kids help clean the house. I mean, they're just so awesome, and it builds. I don't want to say it builds a lot of confidence, but it gives me a lot of joy to know that the kids are going to be very hands-on. They'll talk later, but they're so excited about the baby. It's very beautiful to see and observe. They're always rubbing my stomach, always asking me how I'm doing. What else do they do? Talking about, anticipation. So this is a big difference as well. This is the first time we don't know the gender. So we do not know the gender. Look, we said because this baby is a surprise, the gender, everything's going to be a surprise too.
And that took a little bit of time for me to get over it, but I definitely have embraced it in regards to that. Even though I have some intuition, but in the spirit of surprise.
John, do you want to?
Sure. It's a surprise. We'll find out when the baby comes.
Yeah, so nobody knows, which is exciting. It adds to that anticipation, big time. Especially with it being the third, we kind of know what the normal progression feels like. So this adds an element of surprise, and that's really exciting.
So, I mean, that's about what we've seen in regards to our family. Let me start with you and say, how do you think that our relationship has changed since the last time that we had another baby coming into the home? So
I really have to, I don't know if you asked this so that I can give you kudos, like if you want kudos on the camera.
Of course. Gotcha.
But I'm extremely grateful because I feel so supported. John, you've helped with stop. I cannot.
I gotta hear what you're saying.
I'm appreciative.
Okay.
Good. That's really all that I wanted to say.
Wow. so many words.
Yes, no, but honestly, you've been so helpful in regards to helping with the kids and even your prayers and your asking questions. Because sometimes I don't really know, what's the best way to, you help me bring fullness to sometimes what I'm thinking, and you'll pry and try and understand more. And that's something that I'm just super grateful for, to have a partner that has done that for me. And so,
so let me just take that same question.
Okay, yes. And kicking it back to you.
And what I'll say is, the other day we were actually talking about this in regards to our relationship, and we were would you imagine that we would spend as much time together over these past couple of months of our pregnancy, or of this pregnancy, as we have? And just given the nature of the stay-at-home orders and us being around each other a lot more during this pregnancy than other pregnancies, it's also allowed me to be able to just see you and your strength, see you in your creativity, see you in how your resilience is there, and also be able to like literally witness your body grow and transform, and like be able to truly appreciate how how you are like how you're demonstrating like multiplication and bringing new life into this world. And so for our relationship, me personally, it's really made me want to like sit back and like listen to you a lot more and what it is that you're saying, listen to your heart, not feel in any way as if I have all of the bright ideas or feel as if I have all the solutions. And that's been something where like I think that I can truly say like I value you a lot more in this in this pregnancy than previous pregnancies, just because, you know, I also know that we were both at a place of where we were really kind of like, okay, well, you know, hey, if Jeremiah and Brielle is what God has for us, like we're overjoyed. And then to see that he's adding more and how you've embraced it and really been so nurturing of the baby even before the baby has come out, is just it's really shown me new levels of how much I adore you and how much I love and appreciate all that you are to me and all that you are to our family.
Thanks, honey. That's sweet. This might be edited out, but my raw first impression what's that movie where they have the teacup and then they have the thing the sunken place? What's the movie? Stop. What's the sunken place movie? Stop looking at me like that.
I know not what you speak of.
The movie about the sunken place. Anyway, so there's this scene where the woman is like smiling like this. And like tears all the time. That's how I felt. It's like, anyway, I thought that was funny. Actually, we need to keep that in there. To keep this in there.
Maybe we'll find out what the movie was.
The sunken place movie. Why are you acting? You're not acting hip.
Okay, keep it up. I don't know what you're talking about. So, given that this is a surprise, and you know we're in the last leg of our journey of this pregnancy, what would you say is one of the biggest things that you are looking forward to bringing a new baby into our home?
Okay. So, the weird thing is, even though I've been a very adamant proclaimer of I only want 2 kids, maybe I told John, maybe I didn't tell John. It's best not to tell John sometimes before he runs with the idea. But there was one time I was looking at a picture of someone, it was like a grandma, and she was surrounded by her grandkids and her kids, you know. And I was just like, a small part of me, even though I was still very adamant on, you know, not wanting any more kids, a small part of me kind of felt like maybe God was starting to like give me the notice. But I just started feeling like, dang, I would really like that in our older age to be surrounded by family. And I come from a big family, you come from a big family, and I just know the value that it adds. I've personally seen the value that it adds to have, you know, siblings, just a lot of support. And so that is what I'm looking forward to. And I'll say God's really kind of worked on my heart because like we recently moved and the house is not baby proof at all. And, you know, that was something I was just like, minor, granted, but I just like my heart started to change in regards to now, all the diapers are kind of exciting as opposed to them being, you know, a bit scary at first. Yeah, and just even like, you know, pregnancy itself, which has, for the first two, I was able to, by the grace of God, not have an epidural. But this time, I'm just like, whatever the Lord has for us is just fine as it pertains to pain management. But anyway, yeah, so I'm looking forward to our family growing. I'm looking forward to seeing, John loves kids, and seeing John around kids, it's just so beautiful. And I'm just looking for the joy that the addition will bring to our household.
Nice.
What about you?
So I am looking forward to the memories. We were looking back at some of our videos from the kids when they were younger, and just some of the goofy things that we did, which now as they look at, they're like, y'all were weird. But those also bring a lot of joy to their hearts. And so I'm looking forward to creating moments like that where we're just dancing for no reason, moments where we are learning things for the first time, moments, even, thinking back on some of the things that we didn't do as adamantly. I'm looking for opportunities to be able to do those things sooner with the children, like reading with them, teaching them, math, teaching them scriptures, and teaching them, and trying to I'm actually excited to see what instrument they might play, what sport the baby might play. And just be able to see the baby's character. Another thing, we have not, because this is a surprise, we don't have like a definitive name. We have a couple of names that we have arrived at, and I'm looking forward to seeing what God has in store in the sense of the names that He's given us to be able to call the baby its name and see how the baby matures or carries out what the meaning of that name is.
For sure.
So I'm really excited. As Paige mentioned, I do love kids. I love being able to roughhouse with them, as well as being able to motivate and encourage them. So I'm looking forward to really being able to love on our baby when our baby comes. The late nights, I know that those will be a adjustment factor, but I'm very excited about how we have things set up and the village that we have to be able to help raise our new addition.
Do you know one thing we did not discuss is how we told our family? That's a good one. We had the family, everyone over for Christmas. And we were taking our family picture, and maybe we can post the picture later. But we were taking the picture, and I was at the top of the stairs, and so I was telling everyone say cheese. Everyone, like, we were kind of lined down the stairs, and so we had full family there, which was awesome. We didn't have to repeat the announcement, and so I was saying, okay, everyone, say cheese. And everyone was like, cheese. We had our cousin taking a photo. Yeah. And then I said, okay, everyone, say we're having another baby. They were like, what? Everyone turned around. Yeah. Everyone started screaming. The grandparents especially were in shock. But really excited. The kids, we didn't even tell the kids because y'all know how it is.
They would. You
can't tell kids,
and they get around their aunties and uncles, and they would have, hey y'all, hey, guess what's happening? Yeah. So we couldn't even.
We did not tell them no.
And so
they were shocked. Yeah. Jeremiah was like, what's happening? So that.
And Jeremiah is very interesting. Side note: Jeremiah is very interesting when it comes to surprises, because Jeremiah, his first expression is usually like, wait. Hold on, I don't acknowledge what it is that I'm seeing. Yeah. And then he kind of embraces it. So I'm interested to see how Jeremiah responds to whether we have a boy or a girl, because I think that he probably has his feelings on whether it's a boy or a girl, and then when we have the baby, he's gonna be like, nah. And then jump into it. But
let's hear from the kids.
All right, cool.
Let's bring the kids in, and we'll ask them. We'll start. Okay, how are you doing, Bree?
Good.
Welcome to our couch. So glad to have you here. I love your earrings.
Thank you.
Welks. Okay, so here's the camera, and here you can look in the camera. Tell me, how do you feel about having a new baby brother or sister?
I feel awesome.
Awesome.
You want to elaborate a little more?
Well, whether it's a boy or a girl, I'm still grateful that we're gonna have a baby.
Yeah, that's cool. So do you want to tell everyone kind of what you do every night with the baby?
Sing to the baby.
Yes.
And hug the baby.
Do you speak like any baby languages?
Yeah.
You don't want to do that on camera though, do you?
No.
Okay.
So let me ask this, girl. So, what are you looking forward to doing with your baby sister or baby brother?
When they come up.
Just go ahead and let us know.
Playing with the baby.
Okay, what kind of playing are you gonna do?
Teacher.
I know
teacher.
it.
We all has our classroom set up.
Yes. Yes.
Set up for baby.
And what are y'all gonna go through? Like all of the subjects, or where are you gonna focus on at the
Math.
beginning? Math first,
And reading.
And reading, because those are important, right? Especially for a new baby, right?
What about all the other classmates? Like, how do they feel about having a new classmate? They're excited. All your
Thumbs up.
teddy bears, they're super excited.
So let me ask you, Brielle, what was your first
Yeah,
thought
Yeah.
whenever you found out that we were going to be having another baby?
My first thought, I was really excited, but at first I thought Mommy was joking
You did? Why did you think I was joking?
because I just thought you were joking.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. But now you're super excited. Okay, so do you have a guess whether you think it's gonna be a boy or a girl?
Not really, but I can just right now. I'll choose boy.
Okay,
Okay.
you choose boy just for right now.
Yeah,
Got it.
Okay.
Okay, that's cool.
but I still don't really know.
I know, we don't know either. Okay, well, Brielle, thank you so much. We're gonna get your brother. Can you go get your brother?
Give me a big hug. All right. I see you later, Bree.
Hello.
Okay, sit up.
What's up, big boy?
Hello.
All right, Jeremiah, so what are you most excited about in regards to your baby brother or sister?
I'm gonna have somebody else to play basketball with,
Okay.
and I also get another sibling to play with me and Brielle, so we don't have to always ask you guys.
Okay, that's cool. So, do you have any guess? Oh, what was your first reaction when you found out we were having a baby?
Queasy,
Queasy. Okay, tell me, why were you feeling queasy?
because everybody was acting so hyper.
I told y'all his first response when he sees surprises are like, I don't know about this
Yeah.
one. And then eventually he opens up and he embraces it. So you're excited now, right?
Wait, so hold on. Whose face do you remember seeing?
Uncle George,
What was Uncle George doing?
with his flip classes.
Do you remember seeing anyone else?
Auntie Shawan when she ran upstairs.
Auntie Shaw, yeah.
Um,
Who else? When you think about the memory, who else do you remember seeing their
Uncle
face?
JJ, Uncle Sarantine.
So who was the calmest one besides you?
grandparent.
Oh, you think the grandparents were calm?
Which grandparents?
Well, at first, but
Jerry,
then,
move that.
at first, and then they started acting like everybody else. I was the calmest.
You were the calmest for sure, because you were just
Nobody
kind of
else
figured
was
out.
calmness,
Yeah, no one else was being calm.
especially not Uncle George.
So Uncle George took it to another level.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
So
that's fine.
then let me ask this, Jerry. So I know you said that you're looking forward to being able to play basketball with your sibling. So what are you thinking that the baby is? Is it a boy or is it a girl?
I think it's a boy.
Okay. And okay.
What about you?
Hold on,
Ask
bro.
him.
Hold
Ask
on, bro.
him. Ask
Hold
him.
on, hold on, bro. Hold on, bro. So since you think it's a boy, do you want to share with everyone some of the names that you've thrown out there?
Oh yeah, Moses.
Moses.
Isaac, Cam, Jonathan. That's it.
Not all these basketball names. I thought you had a whole bunch of
I
basketball
thought you would have
names.
had some Steph in there.
Yeah.
Thought you would have had some James in there. Thought you would have had some Dwayne in there. Some Michael. Thought you would have had some Ja Morant.
But that's not okay. Yeah. Sure.
But nah, that's exciting. So what are you? I know you said basketball. What instrument do you think that your sibling is gonna play?
Saxophone or guitar.
Saxophone.
Saxophone or guitar.
Saxophone or guitar?
Complete the band.
Yeah, the band is together. That's cool.
All right.
All
Well,
right.
thanks, Jerry. Pound it out.
Well, thank you for coming to the couch.
You haven't
What? No, there's.
I have
what-
one last question.
You have a question.
Yes.
All right, take over then.
What do you think it is? You're always keeping it to yourself. How about you show the whole world?
That's a very good question. I think it's going to be a very healthy baby.
Amen.
Say
And
a boy or a
I
girl.
think it's going to be a boy or a girl.
Say
and-
a boy or say a boy.
All right, go now. But so yeah, so we are very excited and we're very, very grateful to be bringing another wonderful addition into our home. We're thankful for our family, thankful for our village, thankful for you all being able to share such exciting news with you all. The Bible talks about children being a blessing, and the
Big
Bible
time.
also talks about children being like mighty arrows in the quiver of a mighty warrior.
Yeah.
So we're most excited about being able to raise up another sharp arrow that will be able to be launched out and will be able to impact and be able to be a change agent in our generation and generations to come. So we love you guys, and we are so overjoyed for what God is doing right now. We hope that this good news brings joy into your homes the same way that it's brought joy into our homes. And hope that you are able, in the midst of all that's going on, to see how God is still making things beautiful in his time. And so we love you guys, and until we see you guys again, let's keep fighting the press.
All right.